If you have a question for Coach Satterfield, please press star 1 on your phone at this time to get in the queue to ask questions. App State is coming off of a 28-7 victory against Louisiana Lafayette last week and enters their final regular season game against South Alabama this Saturday. That game will take place in Mobile, Alabama, and will kick off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and will be televised on ESPN3. Coach Satterfield, before we get started with questions, please give us your thoughts on last week's game against Louisiana Lafayette and the upcoming game against South Alabama.
Yeah, I thought last week, I thought it was senior day for us. I thought our guys came out and played really well. I thought especially our defense. Defensively, played one of our better games that we played all year, which is good to see this late in the season, that our guys are continuing to get better and better. And, offensively, I thought we moved the ball at times. We had a couple turnovers early in the game that probably could have, turned into points for us. But overall, I thought our guys as a team played really well. We've been playing good team ball all year. I think our coaches have done a good job of getting our guys ready to play, and our guys have really come out and executed. This weekend, we've got a good matchup going down to Mobile to play South Alabama, a team that's going to be fighting to be bowl eligible. We know we'll get their best shot. We've got to have a great week of practice this week and continue to get better as a football team.
Thank you very much, Coach. Our first questions come from a caller in Boone, North Carolina. Please go ahead.
Hey, Scott. This is Steve over at Paper.
Hey, Steve.
Hey. They seemed very fast last year. It almost like the speed kind of surprised you somewhat. Are they still a fast team? And they still speed like
Yeah, I think they are. I think they have. Look at offensively, they have a few weapons out on the edge at receiver that they really can take the top off and really can run and athletic. I think their running back 28, David Johnson, is a really good player as well. Has good speed. And then on defense, I think they're playing some guys in positions to get more speed on the field, almost like they're playing with 5 or 6 type DB bodies. Guys that are between 175, 180, up to 200 that can really run, trying to get more speed on the field. So, yeah, I think overall they are a team that can run.
Last year, was this kind of a game that kind of woke you up to the Sun Belt a little bit?
Well, yeah, we didn't play particularly well last year against them when they came in. It seems like that was a long time ago. And, they came in here and really put it on us. They played probably one of their better games offensively they played all last year. Their quarterback really had a great day. And then offensively, we didn't move the ball at all last year. We were a different team last year, some of the things we were doing offensively. And I think, we didn't play good either, catching turnovers and that kind of thing. But we're a completely different football team from then, and I think they're a completely different football team as well. They had a bunch of seniors last year on that team, and so we're 2 different football teams, and so again, we're looking forward to the matchup.
I guess the goal is to duplicate last Saturday. Can you do that? I guess.
Yeah, I think our guys have played well on the road. We look forward to get together and on the road as a football team and traveling down to wherever we got to go play. But yeah, we're certainly want to duplicate what we did last week. We're at 9-2. We got a chance to go win 10 games in a regular season, which is not many teams have done that. Even all the success we've had here at App State over the years, there's not been many teams to win 10 in a regular season. It's hard to do, and so we got a great opportunity to really make a huge mark and be one of the better teams that's played here at App State.
And lastly, I know that a lot's been put on the running game, especially with the emergence of Jalen Moore. But just kind of glancing at the stats, I think Taylor Lamb has 27 touchdown passes.
Yeah,
and he seems to be really steady this year. He doesn't have the 400-yard games, but he just seems to be efficient and gosh, all he does is throw touchdowns, I guess, is the cliche.
Yeah. He's extremely efficient. He's leading the Sun Belt in passing efficiency. I want to say maybe 3rd or 4th in the country in passing efficiency. And with the running football team, that's what you want to be. That's what you want to have from your quarterback. He's only 3 touchdown passes away from breaking the school record for touchdown passes in a single season. So he's quietly having an outstanding year. One of the better years for a quarterback in our conference here, and especially just for a guy who's just a sophomore. So he's been very efficient, and also he can do some things with his legs. He's rushed for right at 350 yards on the season. So he operates the running game as well. So he's been a valuable asset to our team and a really good leader.
So kind of unfair to call him a game manager?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can call him that. I mean, he manages our offense very well. He's responsible for a lot of touchdowns that we put together on this team. He distributes the ball. If you look at the receivers, we got a bunch of guys I think we got 19 guys that have at least one catch. I mean, and he spread those touchdown passes around also. So it's not just one guy. We got, I think we're just a really good team overall offensively because we're spread it out. There's not one guy that you can defend. You have to defend them all, and he does a good job distributing that ball.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of guys catching the ball, Shaden Metters, is he going to be all right? Is he going to play? What's the deal?
No, Shaden will be out. Lower leg injury, so he'll be out for this week. Probably be out for the rest of the year.
Oh, really? That bad?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve. Our next questions come from Doug Roberson with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Doug, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Appalachian State is the one team at the Sun Belt that's beaten both Georgia State and Georgia Southern, which play on Saturday. And I was wondering if you could give me a scouting report on each team.
Well, I think they're two different teams as far as what they try to do offensively. I think Georgia Southern obviously is going to run the football and do a great outstanding job running the ball. And then, of course, Georgia State, I think Arbuckle's an outstanding passer. They do a good job of spreading the ball out. They have some good wide receivers. I think, defensively, it'll be a good matchup. I think Georgia State's defense, tries to crowd the box to really defend the run. And I think they'll certainly do that and play man-to-man on the outside. I think, it'll come down to can Georgia Southern, continue to can they run the football and they can hit big plays in the passing game. But Arbuckle's arm will keep Georgia State in the game, I think. So I think it'll be a good game.
How did you slow down their offense, Georgia Southern's offense?
Well, I just think defensively our guys played one of their better games they've played this year. I think that we tackled well. Our guys were in the gaps. I mean, you have to be so gap sound when you're playing them because of all the option stuff that they do. Mm-hmm. And then they have, we contained, some of their big plays. I think, they're a big play run team. We were able to contain some of those big plays, and we didn't give up that. But I think I just think our guys played well that day as far as tackling. You got to tackle those guys, and a lot of times they put you in space, and that's hard to do.
And same for Georgia State. You all did a better job against them than anybody.
Yeah, I know it. We stopped that passing game. I mean, that's a tough deal to do going in. I think we got some pressure on Arbuckle a little bit and got him out of his rhythm. We kept him off the sticks, so they had a lot of third and long situations. And then, when against our defense, I think we set up very well for a third and long situation. And, we picked up a couple turnovers in that game as well. One went back, scored 6 points on it. So, and then we controlled the ball, I think, offensively. We ran the football on them and hit some big plays in the passing game. I think keep their offense off the field. I do think they're a high-powered offense.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you, Doug, and thank you, Coach Satterfield. That's all the questions we have for today. We appreciate your time.